In this video, we are going to take a look at Krita's most important tools to get running only in a few minutes. This tutorial covers navigation, the use of brushes and colors, as well as some other options that are going to give us a solid ground to draw with Krita. Let us first create a document by pressing the Ctrl and key combination. As we have seen in the previous video, we can click on the second option in the left column and enter any values in width and height to set up our document size. The process is finalized by clicking on the Create Document button situated in the bottom right corner of the window. Before we start painting, we are going to change the UI. Krita comes with multiple predefined workspaces to better adapt its layout to your needs. We can load one of the default workspaces by clicking on the icon in the top right corner of the interface. We are going to choose the second option, called Big Paint 2. I like that preset because it includes an overview of our painting in the right side of the window, and it also gives us access to the most tabs at the same time. Let us now talk a bit about the most important shortcuts to get running in Krita. There are two ways to navigate efficiently on Krita's canvas. We can either focus on using the mouse wheel or use the left mouse button instead. If you click on the mouse wheel and drag the cursor around, you're going to pan on the canvas. If you scroll the mouse wheel, you will either zoom in or out of the painting. Finally, if you keep the Shift key down and click on the mouse wheel, you can rotate the canvas. We can also navigate using the left mouse button instead of the mouse wheel. By clicking while the space key is down, we can pan on the canvas. If we keep the Ctrl and space keys down, left clicking and dragging now zooms in or out. And if we keep the Shift and space keys down, we can rotate the canvas once again based on our position on the painting. Now that we've had a look at navigation shortcuts, let's move on to drawing techniques. We can press B to activate the brush tool. Once it is active, pressing the E key toggles the eraser mode. By right-clicking on the canvas, we can bring up a shortcut wheel that features a color picker for one, but also a quick access to a selection of brushes and erasers. On the top left of the wheel, you can see two color swatches. Those are our foreground and background colors. Just as in Photoshop, the D key resets the default foreground and background colors respectively to black and white, and the X key inverts them. In the bottom right corner of the widget, you can find an adjustment wrench icon. By clicking on it, you can change the set of brushes shown on the wheel. Between the color picker and the brush icons, we can find a history of the last colors we applied on the canvas. If you are reusing a limited number of colors throughout your painting process, Krita will stock them in a temporary color palette to make your life easier. You can select one of these colors by left-clicking on it. There are two other basic shortcuts that we are going to use all the time with the brush tool. If we click on the canvas with the Shift key down, we can change the brush's size. By keeping the Ctrl key down instead, we can sample a color on our painting. There is one last thing to note. You can find two sliders on the navigation bar right above your canvas to respectively change the opacity and the size of your brush. A small arrow at the right of each slider allows you to switch parameters with another. I personally prefer to show both opacity and flow, that is to say, the density of the brush's pigments, as we can adjust the size of our brush faster with the Shift-click shortcut. Let us now take a quick look at layers. You can find the Layers tab on the right side of the interface. By default, we can add a layer by pressing the Insert key. If you click on the layer's name, you'll select it. To delete a layer, you first have to select it, and then you have to click on the dustbin icon in the bottom right corner of the tab. There is another way to quickly select a layer directly from the canvas. I invite you to create a new layer with the Insert key and to put a brush stroke on it. A freshly created layer is selected automatically. If we keep the R key down, our cursor's icon changes. If we click on any shape or pixels while the R key is down, Krita will pick the corresponding layer. We've taken a look at quite a few things all at once already. We will come back to those elements in the future to hopefully better master them. To wrap up the video, I prepared a quick game art demo using exclusively the tools I have just shown you. With those few tools and shortcuts only, you can already achieve a lot. The channel is getting close to 2,000 subscribers. Thank you for being more and more to follow me every week, it's really heartwarming. Please don't hesitate to like the video and to become a subscriber. This helps new people to find these tutorials on YouTube. Do you have questions, critiques or suggestions? Tell me in the comments below. I want to thank you kindly for watching. Be creative, have fun. Until next time.